Hi, this is Michael Spokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. As we continue our journey of speaking about leadership this week, and I want to speak out of the topic today that says things that are building long-lasting legacy as a leader. The things that will build what we call a long-lasting legacy as a leader. And I must start by saying that legacy in any leader is very important. Now, as a leader, you need to establish legacy because legacy should remain even when you are no longer there. And that's very important. Now, legacy is that which actually still carry your name through, that which still carry your vision through, even when you are no more in this world. And that's legacy. And that's very important, therefore, that you build what we call a long-lasting legacy. But long-lasting legacy don't just come, and as a leader, you need to basically be conscious and aware that there are ways of building long-lasting legacy. And that's why we're teaching about this, so that you can be able to hearken unto this and make sure that you build what we call long-lasting legacy in your life. The first thing that I want to speak about is having integrity that can be modeled by others. Having integrity that can be modeled by others. Now, the question is, as a leader, is there anyone who looks up to you? Is there anyone who honors your integrity? Is there anyone who is observant of your integrity? Because integrity is very important, because that's the only thing that's going to make people to look up to you. That's the only thing that is going to make people to actually honor you and respect you. Because a person of integrity is able to be trustworthy to anybody that they display themselves to. They are actually trustworthy to anybody that they speak to. Because authenticity in life, for you to be authentic, you need to be having integrity. But remember that integrity is actually a product of authority. Now, you actually have authority based on the assignment that God has given you in your life when you consistently do that assignment. And with integrity and honor, you're basically becoming authentic and you have authority over everything. Now, people, therefore, will listen to you when you speak because of how authentic you are. But that is brought about by integrity. And I've always said integrity is ability to be like a statue, to be like someone who can be trusted in what you're saying. Because people of integrity, they are believed that everything that they say, they will do it or they will fulfill it. And that's why integrity, therefore, becomes very important. And many people that are looking up to people of integrity, they respect and honor them. And they trust everything that they say. And you need to be like that if you want to leave what we call long-lasting legacy. As a leader, you must have integrity. The other thing that is very important is consistently living life with a high regard to principles. Now, integrity as well, we've said, as we mentioned, is actually born out of living lives, a life of principles. Now, when you live a life of principle and you become consistent with it, because sometimes we are actually saying we're living life of principles, but we are not consistent enough, because when you're not consistent enough, then therefore it will never build integrity, because integrity is built out of consistency. Are you able to stick to what you promised you will do? Are you able to do that which you are doing consistently until people see that you are known for what you are doing? You're known not only by what you're saying, but you're known by your actions. Because when we speak about consistency in actions, that's the one that builds what we call integrity, as we spoke earlier. So therefore, be consistent in what you are doing, and that will actually make sure that the principles that you live are going to make you honored and respected. Now, people that follow principles, they are actually can be predictable to people. And people in life trust the people that are predictable because they know how you will respond in certain circumstances and situations. They know how you'll respond when you face challenges in life. Well, people know how you will respond, therefore people can be in line with you and they will respect you and honor you because of that. And that will leave what we call a long-lasting legacy, when people know that you're consistent in what you're doing and in living the principles that you believe in. That's very important. Having high value of human life and dignity of others, very important. Now, in life, people respect the people that respect them. People respect people that have high value of life. People that value others. People that respect and honor others are the ones that are actually being honored back. Now, this is a seed that you plant. When you honor others, you shall be honored as well. When you respect others, you shall be respected as well. And that is why people that honor life and dignity of others are highly respected, and they are actually remembered at all times, even when they've passed away. And that's very key. And you must actually look at and say, who are the people that are most highly remembered? The people that are remembered in life, you will check it and see that are the people that have had high value of human life and dignity. Now, when you live a life of valuing high life and dignity, you're actually going to be respectable. You're going to actually make others honor you and look up to you, because it is only through honoring people and putting value to life and dignity that people are going to respect you, and you can therefore keep what we call a long-lasting legacy, the high value of or high regard to human life and dignity, very, very important to you as a leader. Now, another thing is putting priority in developing others higher than even yourself. And I think I've mentioned this in the previous session as well, that when you are actually developing people, you are empowering people, and you're making them even better than you. You're making them even higher than you, because people will always know you by the products that you've produced. People will know you because of the people that you've developed. And when people ask who is the mentor of this one, then they point at you, and therefore people respect you. That is what we call replication of yourself. That is what we call duplication of yourself. Because when you do that, people will always remember you, because whatever you do to others and they continue doing, they will forever remember where they've landed. They'll forever remember who has taught them that. And because of that, therefore, they will never actually speak without mentioning you. And this is what we speak about generally, that the people that has mentored you and made sure that you grow and look after you, the people that have actually grown you up, you'll never write a book without mentioning their name. And I don't know if you've seen that the history of your life can never be complete without them. And this is very important, and that is why your name will forever be mentioned in the lives of those that you've developed, in the lives of those that you've mentored and made them better. Because the more you develop others and make them better, the more they will remember you. They will never forget you. And as I said, their history of life shall never be complete until they mention you and what you've done for them. And that's very key. And that is why when we speak about a long-lasting legacy, it's those people that you have developed that will actually keep your legacy alive even when you are dead. And that's very key. And as a leader, please make sure that you develop people. Make sure that if you're having kids of your own, you develop them in a more exemplary manner as well, that they may be able to speak about you way after you are dead, long after you're dead, because they will remember that you have developed them in. They'll remember that as a leader, you've led them in a better manner, and you've developed them into great leaders themselves. And that's very, very key and very important as well. But I want to also say, you need to have ability to listen to others and cooperate with them despite of differences. And this is what makes what we call long-lasting legacy. When you are able actually to listen to others, and listen to them even when you differ with them in ideas. Listen to people even when you are not agreeing with their values. And that's very important. Because when you are able to listen to others, as a result, people replicate that. They listen to you and they honor you. And therefore, you can actually be able to infuse yourself and your vision in lives of others, even those people that you don't agree with them. but they are going to listen to you when you listen to them, and they are going to learn that which you are infusing to them, and they are going to be able to remember you at all times. And that's what makes what we call a long-lasting legacy. So don't forget that as a leader, that you need to listen to others, respect their opinions, even when you don't agree with them. So therefore, make sure that you respect other people's opinions. And that makes you a great leader of note. And it will keep your legacy and all the way, and become long-lasting in life. Very, very important. So this is very, very key. Cooperate with people even when you have differences with them. Write down your vision and share it with people so that it may continue before your lifespan. Now, in life, it's very important that we identify our visions. And this is something that I want to emphasize, and I cannot emphasize it enough. That as a leader, you need to be very clear about your vision, number one. When you are clear about your vision, please write it down so that everyone who read it can be able to run it even when you're dead. Your own children and grandchildren may actually take the baton of your vision and run it even in your absence. And that's very key. Because when they know what your vision was, they can actually carry it as the generation that follows you. And they will be able to carry and run it. And many people or many leaders have actually failed to leave what we call a long-lasting legacy, because even their visions died with them because nobody knew about their vision. Now, if you write down your vision, and many people that read it can run it, and your vision then remains alive even after you're long passed on from this world. This is very, very key. Therefore, make sure that you are writing down your vision. Now, I want to also mention that you need to build resources that will host your vision. When we speak about the resources, we speak about buildings, we're speaking about offices, we're speaking about places whereby your vision can be hosted. And that also becomes, therefore, a long-lasting legacy, because when you've got a place where you're holding your vision, many people, even long after you've left, they will actually carry it through in the same place. For an example, if, say, for instance, you've got a vision of running a ministry, and you've got a building where you're running a ministry, it is more likely that people will continue with your vision even after you're dead in the very same building. Because when you don't have a place or a resource where you're running your vision, sometimes people forget, because the immovability of that vision becomes actually forgetful. Many people forget along the line when they move from one place to another. That's very key as well, that when you've got buildings and structures that go along with your vision, it makes the people to carry through even when you're long dead. That's very key that we remind you with that. Surround yourself with great leaders and let them know your heart, because the type of leaders that you gather around you, the type of leaders that you appoint around you are going to determine if your vision continues. They're going to determine your legacy, if it is long-lasting or not. So therefore, the people that you gather around you, the subordinates, the people that you gather to become leaders around you as well, you need to make sure that these people are developed thoroughly, and they are people that you can trust. They are people that can infuse your vision unto, and know that they can run this vision with you even after you dead. They can actually be continuing with this vision. So that is why the leadership that you gather around you becomes important. The leadership that you develop and bring about before you, that becomes very important, because it must be the right people. It must be people that believe in what you believe in. It must be people that believe in your vision. It's people that are supportive of your vision even going forward. And that's very key. So appointment of leaders, therefore, around you becomes of crucial part of your legacy, if your legacy has to be long-lasting. Finally, let God be the center of your vision and every day of your life as well. This is very important, because a vision that is planted in God, because visions are given by God, when they are planted in God, you are actually allowing God to guide and lead you. And that is why a long-lasting legacies are from the visions that are God-given, and that those leaders have acknowledged God as a leader and somebody who's guiding them in their visions. And therefore, everybody will remember that. Because everybody confined in a vision given by God, everyone who's supporting you and those subordinate leaders as well, they are able to be guided by God within the same vision. When you have engrafted yourself in this vision that's given by God and honoring God in that, and it makes other people to actually seamlessly run the vision long after you've passed on. I want to end up here today. Your host, Maikona Spokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and being part of this great topic. I hope you've learned quite a bit out of it, and you'll be able to join us tomorrow as we deal with another topic. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure that you listen and be taught out of these topics, and also click the notification button that you see right now so that you can be able to continue listening to these great topics that we deal with on this platform. May the good Lord bless you and allow me to say cheers for now.